Good evening, everybody. I got my little color changing light bulb in. One of my friends had extras and they gave it to me. It's super cool, so I thought I'd use it for tonight's little Aquarius reading. But first, I want to do a muscle relaxation, some deep breathing exercises. So let's go ahead and breathe in and out. Then we'll go in and out. So you're going to feel the top of your head to your neck start to melt like butter as you relax, and continue to breathe deep. Feel your shoulders start to relax, melt like butter. And down to your chest, down to your stomach. And your ribs and your pelvis all melt like butter. Start to just relax. And then your legs, your upper thighs, your calf muscles, and your feet all start to melt like butter as you just relax and continue to take deep breaths. In and out. And keep doing that while I grab my lighter for this candle. All right. Okay, I'm definitely chilled out now. So these are a couple affirmation cards that I pulled this morning. One is, I'm unfazed by anyone else's perception of me. And the second one is, I am forgiving and I am forgiven. One of my friends posted a really good status. I want to definitely focus on the forgiveness one before we get into the reading. But they basically said, whenever somebody, especially whenever an adult makes you mad or does something offensive, view them as an inner child. We're all just children doing the best that we can. And a lot of times the way we are was formed in childhood. So we're out here dealing with our traumas and doing the best that we can. So if somebody does something or offends you and does something out of their wounded state, understand that they're doing the best that they can and try to see them as a child. And so if you kind of picture them as that child, it helps you to be more patient, because you probably wouldn't talk to a 2-year-old that crazy like you would talk to a grown person. But just see them as that child, and that helped me so much. I started writing a list of the people I needed to forgive, and I just released. And I started playing back those situations where I was offended and saw from their perspective. I'm like, man, they were doing the best that they could, and really started to understand why they were doing what they were doing. It allowed me to not hold it against them and forgive. And then I also said, I forgive myself for having a hard time forgiving them. And I just let it go and released it. So let's take a deep breath, breathe in love and self-acceptance. And we're going to breathe out. I'm going to say, I forgive you. And I release anything, and I don't hold it against you. All right, let's get into our reading for our Aquarius babies. You guys are my water cousins. I'm a Pisces. I might actually have to turn off this light. It's starting to overstimulate me. But it was nice while we had the mood. So now let's get back to our regular light for this reading. I just could not sit there without light changing colors for the whole time. I'm gonna put y'all down here. All right, Aquarius babies, we're going to do the situation and feeling, and then we're going to do past, present, and future. I'm really starting to develop my own style when I read, and that's the way that resonates with me. So we'll do 5 cards, 2 to the left, and then 3 to the right. Okay. You'll see why I'm making that sound here in a minute. Uh-oh, Aquarius. Or maybe not uh-oh, but let's see the other 3 that I pull. Okay. 1, 2. Oh. 3. Okay. So in the situation, I got the Lovers. So I feel like this might be a marriage or a long-term relationship. Yeah. Because with the feeling, I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this one looks very similar. If you're familiar with tarot, the Queen of Cups looks the same way. But the Queen of Pentacles is kind of like, I see that as and it doesn't necessarily have to be the woman, but the person who's maybe like more domestic or could be in charge of the finances. And it is flipped upside down. So I'm getting a sense that there is some rocky emotions surrounding like the household and surrounding money. And then maybe some other issues. And one of the cards I pulled over here confirms that there's definitely some turmoil when it comes to the partnership that you're in. So the past I had was the Moon reversed. So with the Moon upright, we have a couple of wolves, or it looks like a fox or a wolf or something 4-legged, some dogs, and then a lobster. And they were basically looking up at the moon for guidance. It kind of reminds me of in the scripture or in the Bible where the wise men were following the star to get to Jesus. And this card is kind of like that. And it was flipped upside down. So that lets me know that in the past, and maybe, I know this affects the situation you're in now. In the past, I think that you maybe did not listen to divine guidance and did not listen to God. And it may have gotten you, either it got you in the partnership that you're in, or maybe like the reason that there are certain issues that you have in your partnership right now. But yeah, so this lets me know it's really important to do some like crown chakra clearing, and also like root chakra material things, because the Queen of Pentacles over here was upside down. Like that lets me know that you're not comfortable in your home. So those are very important chakras. You got like the bottom and the very top. So like a full balancing of that would be effective. So that's the past card, the Moon reverse. basically not listening to your intuition, maybe ignoring some advice that you've heard repeatedly from a lot of trusted sources like your friends or family or from God. The present is the Tower. So right now, shit is hitting the fan in your personal situation, probably in your relationship. So in this card, the Tower is on fire and people are like jumping out. It's literally everything is falling down. So that is your present situation. And the future, I have the Knight of Wands. And so in the future, it is trying to rebuild your life either by yourself or with your partner. I'm getting a strong sense that it's not a situation where you're leaving. Whoever is particularly watching this, it's a situation where you guys are fixing whatever issue you have and whatever you need to do to rebuild it and fix it. Because when I look at the Knight cards, they are very, very determined. Like they're going after something, they have a specific goal. So I think that you and your partner will be able to come together and evaluate this reverse moon energy, like how did we get here, what could we have done like to prevent it, and then as a result, what can we do moving forward to make sure that this doesn't happen again. All right, this is deep. Like if you're an Aquarius and this resonates with you, you can let me know if you want like a more extended reading for your specific situation, and if you want help balancing your chakras, because I'm telling you right now, like that root chakra is really affected. Like from what I'm seeing, it's small and it's really dirty, almost to the point where you can't even hardly see that ruby color that it's supposed to be. So some root chakra affirmations are: I'm at home wherever I am, I'm enough and I have enough, and God will provide. And then when the root chakra is not balanced, and if you're not trusting that you'll be provided for, that directly affects, it can also affect why your crown chakra is out of balance. Because if you don't trust that you're provided for, you're not going to listen. And you're going to have that moon reverse energy. And we saw that when you don't listen to that guidance, we have those tower moments. So the main thing that you're learning from this and that you're going to be able to take forward in the future is to trust your higher self or that divine voice. All right, that's all I got. I love you guys, and I wish you Godspeed in the future as you pursue that Knight of Wands energy in your partnership so that it can become healthy again. Have a good night. Maybe.